All right, hey guys, it's Shay Seeking from American Aborigines Unchained here on YouTube and in the Facebook group. And yeah, so we're still in Ecclesiastes. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish reading chapter 23. I believe. Okay, so it says here that, "Hear, O children, the discipline of the mouth." Something I'm working on. Okay, so it says, "He that keepeth it shall never be taken in his lips. The sinner shall be left in foolishness. Both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby." Accustom not thy mouth to swearing, neither use thyself to the naming of the Holy One. Okay. It says, "For as a servant that is continually beaten shall not be without a blue mark, so he that sweareth and nameth God continually shall not be faultless. A man that useth much swearing shall be filled with iniquity, and the plague shall never depart from his house. If he shall offend, his sin shall be upon him. And if he acknowledge not his sin, he maketh a double offense. And if he swear in vain, he shall not be innocent, but his house shall be full of calamities." Okay, I think, again, there is a word that is clothed about with death. God grant that it be not found in the heritage of Jacob, for all such things shall be far from godly, and they shall not wallow in their sins. Use not thy mouth to intemperate swearing, for therein is the word of sin. Hey, use not thy mouth. Okay. Yeah. So remember thy father and thy mother when thou sittest among great men. So again, I'm guessing this is talking about like when you're sitting amongst great people, or, entities or men, and women, people in general. Just remember your mouth, because again, there's times when I record whole videos, right? Or even I'm listening to myself talk and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Even sometimes my daughter will correct me, and that's kind of embarrassing, but again, I listen. So yeah, so there's sometimes when I'm in a certain mood where I do go there, and like I said, I can't even use the content because I realize. So it's something to be worked on all the time, I would think, and depending on how your mouth is. I think it's when I get upset or mad, or when I'm joking or whatever. So again, that's something that I do keep in mind and work on. So it says, because again, I wouldn't want to say that stuff in front of my mom, and even though being so, yeah. So anyway, okay, let's keep going, y'all. Okay, so it says, so be not forgetful before them, and so thou be thy custom become a fool, and wish that thou hadst not been born. Okay, and curse the day of thy nativity. The man that is accustomed to opprobrious words will never be reformed all the days of his life. So again, it's me coming into awareness and knowing that this is the case, and starting to, adhere to that more than ever, right? So 2 sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath. A hot mind is a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed. A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he hath kindled a fire. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die. A man that breaketh wedlock saying, thus is his heart, who seeth me, questioning. So who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of man, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Okay? Behold all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. Okay? Beholding all the ways of man, and considering the most secret parts. He knew all things ever they were created. So also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. This man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspecteth not, he shall be taken. Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, and bringeth in an heir by another. For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she hath trespassed against her own husband. And thirdly, she hath played the whore in adultery, and brought children by another man. She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition, shall be made of her children. Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit. She will leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not. So again, we switch to talking about she at this point. Which again, okay. To each his own. So, let's see. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than a fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto commandments of the Lord. It is a great glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him. Oh, wait a minute. All right. And they remain... They that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord. It is great glory to follow the Lord, and to be received of him his long life. Wisdom shall praise herself. Okay, so it says, wisdom doth praise herself, showing her beginning, her dwelling, her glory, her fruit, her increase, and her perfection. Wisdom shall praise herself, and shall glory in the midst of her people. In the congregation of the Most High shall she open her mouth, and triumphant before his power. Okay, I came out of the mouth of the Most High, and covered the earth as a cloud. I dwelt in high places, and my throne is a cloudy pillar. I alone compassed the circuit of heaven, and walked in the bottom of the deep, in the waves of the sea, and in all the earth, and in every people and nation I got a possession. Okay, and it says, well, all these I sought rest, and in whose inheritance shall I abide? So the Creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thine inheritance in Israel. He created me from the beginning, before the world, and I shall never fail. In the holy tabernacle I served before him, and so was I established in Zion. And that's with the S. Excuse me. 1 second.